She is the sunlight, and the sun is gone.
Why did you play God and decide to do that?
We've waited nearly 3 years of difficult delays for this evil murderer to be brought to justice.
Kissing my brother's cold, pale forehead will never leave my mind.
You tried to kill us all. You failed. I'm standing here, right here, in your face, in front of you.
A moment of closure nearly 3 years after a deadly shooting rampage across Kalamazoo County. Gunman Jason Dalton will serve a life sentence for the deaths of 6 people and serious injuries of 2 others. News Channel 3 was in the courtroom as a judge sentenced Dalton to life in prison without the possibility of parole.
But this was more a chance for those who knew and loved the victims to speak out, expressing their sorrow at losing their loved ones and face their killer. News Channel 3's Frankie Thompson is live outside the Kalamazoo County Courthouse after listening in on that hearing. Frankie.
Erica Kirk, we're hearing just how much heartache and agony Jason Dalton has caused survivors and surviving family members of his random shooting spree. Now, this happened back in February 2016, but the people that were impacted the most say ever since then it has been a living nightmare. As we now know, Jason Dalton has been sentenced to life in prison without parole. He randomly shot and killed 6 innocent people and severely injured 2 others while driving for Uber. During the sentencing, there was also several people who spoke up today for their opportunity during victim impact statements. Several people spoke in front of the killer, saying they've been crying, screaming, praying for answers to why their loved ones are no longer here today. They tell the court it's taken a toll on their mental, physical, spiritual, and emotional being. Emily Lemmer's brother and father were killed in Dalton's shooting spree. Through Lemmer's tears during her victim impact statement, she says she doesn't understand why Dalton would do this to so many innocent people and asked him if he was mad that fateful night.
What kind of a person walks up to a father and a son and shoots them over and over and over again until they don't move? A coward, that's who. Someone who is filled with sickness and evil. I would not want to be you, ever, but especially when you meet our Maker.
We're also learning just how much these people who were killed meant to so many people, just how important they were to those folks' lives. We're learning they were definitely pillars in their families and in their communities. They say that they are going to continue their loved ones' legacy as they live on. For now, we're reporting live outside the Kalamazoo County Courthouse. Frankie Thompson, News Channel 3.
Taking a closer look at Jason Dalton's sentence, we know he will serve life in prison without parole.
This after pleading guilty to all 16 counts against him last month. Those charges include 6 counts of first-degree murder, 2 counts of assault with intent to commit murder, and 8 felony firearm charges. And of course, we want to remember the victims and survivors of Dalton's deadly shooting rampage in February of 2016.
The families of Richard and Tyler Smith, Barbara Hawthorne, Mary L. and Mary Jo Nye, and Judy Brown all had the chance to speak out during the hearing and face Dalton one last time before he heads to prison. Abby Koff, a survivor who was 14 at the time of the shooting, did not speak in court today. Tiana Carruthers, the other survivor, did speak before the man who shot her. As we mentioned at today's sentencing hearing, the family of Richard and Tyler Smith, Laurie Smith and her daughter Emily Lemmer, both gave impact statements expressing just how wonderful Rich and Tyler were. They told stories about the night they learned what happened to their father and son and what they hope Dalton will learn while sitting behind bars. The Forever Strong Memorial Foundation sent a statement to News Channel 3 this morning saying, quote, "Our mission remains the same and we are forever committed to it. The purpose of the Forever Strong Memorial Foundation is to strengthen our communities as we honor and continue the legacies of the victims and survivors of the February 20th and June 7th, 2016 Kalamazoo mass tragedies."
This was a tough moment of closure for the families of the 8 victims. While many tell us their wounds will never heal, this is the next step forward in healing from the devastating impact Dalton left on their lives forever. We spoke with Kalamazoo County Prosecutor Jeff Getting before today's hearing. He tells us his office put in thousands of hours building a case against Dalton, but he's happy they ultimately didn't have to go to trial.
you kind of feel a little bit cheated almost, right? You wanted to confront him with what he did and have the witnesses testify, have the evidence presented in a courtroom so you can say, this is what you did. But the reality is the outcome that we were able to achieve is legally by far the best case scenario for us.
Once again, killer Jason Dalton sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole in the 2016 Kalamazoo County shooting spree.
News Channel 3 has been following this case since that February night almost 3 years ago, and we will continue to follow the stories of healing in the days, weeks, months, years to come. I'm Kirk Mason. Thanks for watching. Here's another video you can watch. Also, take a second to subscribe to our channel.